Hey everyone, and this is Yami, your Latina next door. Welcome back to my channel. I have several Valentine's DIY for you guys in this video, so let's get started. Alright, so for this first DIY, you're going to need this little flag at Dollar Tree. You're also going to need this wooden heart, and you will need any kind of scrap paper of your choice. Now I went with this because I love buffalo check, also because I had it left over from Christmas. And then you're going to need some piece of burlap. Then what you're going to do is paint over the images on the flag. Now I will be placing the burlap on top of this area, but since burlap is see-through, I didn't want these letters to shine through. You can actually use whatever kind of paint you have on hand. I just used my trusty linen white that I love so much, and I'll link to it below. Then you're going to place the wooden heart over the scrapbook paper. Just make sure the scrapbook paper is face down so that when you flip it over, it's actually on the right side of the actual heart, and the pattern will be an exact match. Then I used matte Mod Podge to attach the scrapbook paper. In order to get a really nice flat Mod Podge surface, make sure you use a roller after you place your paper on top, and then after it's been flattened out, then add the layer of Mod Podge on top of the scrapbook paper. Then while that's drying, you want to cut the burlap to fit just inside that little flag, and then you're just going to hot glue it on. Then after everything is dry, just go ahead and glue that heart onto the flag. I use both E6000 and hot glue just in case. So then I took a little bit of inspiration from my farmhouse ornaments that I did last year, and I created these little templates so that I can go ahead and add it to the heart. Now I know a lot of places don't have little Valentine sayings in Spanish, so I went ahead and made some printables for you guys if you guys want either English or Spanish and want to download these free from my library. I simply used a glue stick to adhere that little heart onto the buffalo check heart. And then I used some leftover florals from my Christmas decorations. These were 97-cent little bushes from Walmart. And I just basically cut off the leaves. And then I just hot glued those little leaves around the border of that heart to create a little heart wreath. And here is the finished product. Alright, so for my next project, you're going to need this little love sign. So I wanted all of my Valentine's decor to coordinate, so I decided to use the leftover section of that scrapbook paper that I just used for the previous project. I placed both of them face down and I started cutting the pattern. I removed the twine from the back of the sign, and I also painted it in my linen white chalk paint. Then I used my matte Mod Podge again to attach the scrapbook paper. As you can see, I only did half of the letters, and that was because I didn't have enough scrapbook paper left over, but I actually preferred it that way because then the buffalo check wasn't overkill. Now, if you have any of these signs, you know they don't stand up very well on their own. So I remember that I had 3/8-inch dowels in my craft room, and I decided to go ahead and use them. Now I cut them a little bit longer than the signs. I glued two of them together with wood glue, and I used tape to hold it while it dried. Then I stained it, and then I just used some E6000 and I glued it onto the bottom of it. And just make sure to tape it, that way it doesn't come apart while it's drying, and also be sure to do it on the back side so that you don't mess up your scrapbook paper Mod Podge. And I love how that little piece of wood on the bottom gave it that extra farmhouse rustic touch. Alright, project number 3. I had even more buffalo check scrapbook paper in my stash from Christmas, so I just went with it. But just be sure that, you know what, if you don't like buffalo check, or if you have some other kind of style or pattern or colors that you want to use, just go ahead and use that. You can just continue this process with your style. Just be sure that if your scrapbook is patterned, to make sure that you keep everything in the same orientation so that it all matches. Now, since the front of these hearts had a lot of glitter, I didn't want my scrapbook paper to look really bumpy on top, so I used the backs, and I ended up using the same matte Mod Podge and applied the scrapbook in the same manner as before. So I wanted to join these hearts in a garland, and I used some burlap ribbon that I had on hand. I started on the center of the ribbon and worked my way out. I spaced each heart 2 inches from each other, and I used that needle to mark the center of where each heart had to go. That way I knew exactly where to place it once I removed it and added glue to the ribbon. And since I had already made my little berry heart earlier, I wanted to go ahead and add a little touches of red to my garland in order for them to coordinate. So I was looking around and decided that I would add buttons. Now, you don't have to add buttons, but this kind of goes to show you what you can use around your house that may not necessarily be Valentine's, but that little touch of color that it has might be able to contribute to your decor. And that's it. Here's the finished garland. Alright, so last project. I had 2 of these little hearts left over and I did not want them to go to waste. So I went to my ribbon stash and looked for any kind of ribbon that would coordinate well with this. I cut them down to the length that I wanted, arranged them, then I hot glued them together and then onto the heart from behind. Now, in order to prevent the ribbon from fraying, I like to hold a lighter to the end of each ribbon, but not touching. Now, as long as your ribbon is of a synthetic blend, you will see it kind of pull back and melt onto itself, and that will seal those edges. I didn't want this to be permanent decor, so I added a little clip to the back. You can use extra hair clips or those clips that come on those succulents from Dollar Tree that we don't really use. This way you can decorate any wreath you have with seasonal touches without having to create a brand new one or making any permanent changes. And here is how everything looks in my home. I would love to know which one of these 4 projects was your favorite. And if you do decide to recreate these, please make sure to follow and tag me on Instagram. That way I can see your beautiful creations and see how you guys make these your own. Thanks again so much for watching. Make sure you hit like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe so you can get more DIYs like this. Until the next video, adios!